Elimination action coming up here. The winners of this bout, the last team standing, Jonathan Feltner, will be the #1 contender for the Anarchy Wrestling Tag Team Championship. I asked you last week who it was going to be. You said it was going to be Judas and Azrael. I don't know. Looking around, I wasn't expecting to see this version of the Elite.
I did say that, but now whenever I see the humanity that is Jagged Edge and Iceberg, and the other, just the sheer meanness of Nemesis and Shadow Jackson, I'm not sure. I may want to recant my statement.
Well, Jagged Edge and Iceberg are former tag team champions, though not as a team. Iceberg holding the titles with Slim J, Jagged Edge with the Deadly Sin 7, who I honestly expected to see standing there where Jagged Edge is now.
Exactly, that's what I thought.
But, you know, that's the thing with Jeff G. Bailey. Those contracts just say the Elite.
They don't say who they are, they say the Elite. That's one thing, that's whenever you're going against the Elite, it can be a combination of anybody. That's why you've always got to be on your toes, and it really doesn't matter what paper says the Elite, you know it's going to be a bad deal. But don't discount the Urban Assault Squad, a team that has held numerous tag team championships here in Anarchy, 5 times to be exact. Thank you, Brett.
More than any other tag team in Anarchy. They are 5 times former tag team champions. Would love to make it #6 and get another match against Todd Sexton and Bobby Moore. Shoulder tackle by Judas takes Shadow Jackson down to the canvas and out to the floor. Judas is calling for Jagged Edge. Dee Byers saying there was no tag made, so Jagged Edge has to stay out on the apron. These elimination rules, it really doesn't matter in the first part of the match who you tag.
No, it doesn't, because whenever one pinfall gets underway, you've still got 2 teams in there fighting each other for that coveted spot of being the #1 contender to Bobby Moore and Todd Sexton's tag team championships.
It would be really wise at this point for Jagged Edge and Iceberg to avoid being in the ring at all. Let the other 2 teams destroy one another and then come in and just sweep up what's left.
That would be a smart strategy. Try to keep your team as rested as possible. Let 2 teams just go at it and just beat the living crap out of each other, and then whenever one of them teams is gone, you can go and scrape the bones up.
Nemesis in against the Priest of Punishment, Michael Judas. The shoulders to the midsection of the former heavyweight champion. Tag made to Azrael, a former tag team and heavyweight champion in his own right.
Here goes Azrael, another man who we've been talking about here in the past couple weeks, who are the most feared choppers in Anarchy Wrestling, and you've got to start with Azrael and Nemesis, and here we go again. Oh, gosh! You want to be Nemesis' stunt double?
Not a chance.
You wouldn't do that one time?
No, I would rather, well, I'll come up with something later, but I don't want to do it. Azrael just goes over the top rope. Jagged Edge in the ring. Now the legal man, Azrael, told to go back to his corner.
Oh, gosh! What a clothesline from the Jagged Edge right up in the face. Oh, did you check that out? That didn't make the Priest of Punishment none too happy, but he tagged him in, and it's legal.
Wouldn't it be great to see Michael Judas just grab Nemesis, drag him over, and tag Jagged Edge?
That would be funny. That would be some good stuff.
Judas with the elbow to Jagged Edge, comes charging in, clothesline.
That is one man in this match that you do not want to get on his bad side. None, not at all.
No, I've never, there are very few superstars as intimidating as the Priest of Punishment, Michael Judas.
I'm going to have to leave here and go get counseling, Brett. Because Mike Posey keeps saying that I'm a bad announcer.
No. You're not a bad announcer. If you were a bad announcer, that'd be an improvement.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
I'm going to have marital counseling, too, and it's not even affecting my marriage. That ain't right, Brett.
What kind of a friend would I be if I didn't say it?
At least you were honest. Right now, those headbutts are honestly hurting the Priest of Punishment, Michael Judas.
Inching ever closer to the Elite's corner.
Iceberg makes the tag.
First time we've seen Iceberg in this contest. Choking Judas on that top rope.
If you're the opposing team, you never want to see Iceberg in any contest that you're facing him in. Looks like a big pit bull.
And just as dangerous.
He tagged Shadow Jackson in. That's what's unique about these elimination tag team matches, Brett. If it's a three-way, any member of any team can tag anyone he wants at any time.
And really, in theory, you know, Judas and Nemesis could, if they very well wanted to, walk over and tag Iceberg and Jagged Edge at the same time. The Elite would have to wrestle each other.
Seriously, I didn't know that they could even do that.
It's an elimination. You can tag anybody.
They can tag Dee Byers in.
I don't think he's a part of the match.
They come over here and tag you in.
Remember how nervous I got when Posey was doing that equal opportunity challenge as heavyweight champ? Afraid my name was going to get drawn? I can see me climbing no ladders. They've got a weight limit.
Oh, gosh.
I exceed the weight limit.
Oh, no.
As I climb up, ladder goes down.
It's kind of a conflict, isn't it? Just a wee little bit.
Yeah, I couldn't. That would be a conflict of interest for me to be heavyweight champion and up here broadcasting.
Wouldn't work, but right now, Iceberg going right at one half of the Urban Assault Squad, Nemesis. Was that a tag? That was a tag. He tagged in Azrael, and you definitely two men who have their history is Azrael and Iceberg, and he just blatantly spits right at the Angel of Death. I don't think Azrael saw that, or he might not have been as kind about it.
Well, they have their differences, but they also have something in common. They're both former tag team champions with Slim J.
That is a very unique characteristic to have whenever two men that are, oh my God.
Knee into the side of the head of Nemesis by Azrael.
All that's doing is adding injury to injury.
Not even an insult.
Not
just
even
double injury.
There's no insult. It's just injury and it hurts. Good grief. You can see from up here how red the chest of Azrael is and how just, I mean, gosh, those chops, absolutely horrific. And the boot doesn't do any favors to the face.
Nemesis can probably tell you what size boot Judas wears now. He's got an imprint of it on the side of his face.
He's probably got the number on his cheek. Right now, Jagged Edge is wanting to get right up in the face of Michael Judas.
I can't wait to see these two in one-on-one against each other.
The only man in this match who can honestly look Michael Judas in the eyes.
As the rest of us have to look up to Judas. He gets to look at him, which might be even scarier. I know looking up at him isn't, you know, the most calming thing to do.
Looking up would be bad, but looking right into those cold, calloused eyes of the priest of punishment, I don't think that would do your fear factor any favors.
Nice alliteration there.
Right now, the priest of punishment is just picking the bones of Nemesis, who is pretty much dead. Not even on his feet, but if he were, he'd be even deader, even more dead. It's a thinker. You got to think about it, Brett.
I think I'm going to go over here and just figure that one out.
You got to think about it. I'm an overachiever. I've told you this. It's kind of funny that matches that have this kind of a big fight feel, the crowd seems to be silent almost. They have their periods whenever they really don't know who to cheer for.
Choke slam attempt. Into a power bomb.
Good teamwork by Azrael and
be
Judas.
The end.
That could be all. Oh, he got him. And they're eliminated.
You can go ahead and say they're eliminated. That's what you got the microphone for.
The Urban Assault Squad have been eliminated.
And now we're down to two teams. One of them will be the #1 contenders for the tag team titles.
I was a little bit late on my announcement, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't really know exactly what I had seen. I had to look the second time.
And you wonder why Posey benches you when he comes out.
You see, that's what the problem is. He kills my confidence.
Next thing you know, you're going to be trying to do the Star Spangled Banner after you introduce somebody for an interview.
You know,
We're down to 2 teams in this elimination contest. The Urban Assault Squad is headed to the back. Iceberg driving the elbow into the back of Judas. One, two, and a kick out of 2. Tag made, Jagged Edge. Now it goes around.
Check this out.
I see it.
Giving the choke right to the Priest of Punishment. Azrael can't do a thing about it. One thing's for sure, though, at the end of this match, we are going to have a clear-cut, definite #1 contender to the tag team titles.
Unless we get a double pin, then we're really in trouble.
That can make for an interesting scenario.
Will we give it to the Urban Assault Squads and say, I mean, I know they were already eliminated.
Well, they lost first, so you really can't give it to them because they're the first losers.
I'm not going to tell them that.
I wouldn't tell them that either. I definitely would not tell them that they were the first losers. Right now, Jagged Edge getting back in the ring, tags in Iceberg. Looks like they might be going for a little double teamage.
When you're that size, I think it's more than a double team.
That's like a quadruple team. It's like double for both men.
Just offhand, do you know Iceberg's weight offhand?
His weight is 350. 350
you realize at
pounds.
350 pounds, he almost outweighs some of the tag teams here.
Combined.
He
outweighs at least 3 members of the Young Lions division, easily.
I mean, think heavyweight champ B.J. Hancock and Young Lions champ Joey Reimer, probably right around that same range.
They're right around 330. Well, no, actually 390. So he only underweighs both Joey Reimer and B.J. Hancock by 40 pounds.
How about the television champ Tommy Penarelli and Joey Reimer?
Tommy Penarelli and Joey Reimer, that would be about 360. 360. On the underweighs them.
Practically the 2 youngest champions here at Anarchy.
He outweighs 2 men, pretty much. That's a lot of girth, a lot of mass. And Michael Judas is fixing the meat at full hand. Here comes the roll. God! Here comes Azrael. Bam!
Using his body as a weapon.
This is what I was afraid of. Vicious power slam.
And where there's a power slam, there's going to be a splash afterwards.
Oh, God. I don't think there's anything left of Azrael right now. Wait a minute. Not another one right on the back. Good God. That's got to be all, Brett. That has got to be it. Oh, my God. I don't think Jeter wants to wait any. Well, here you go, Brett. The main event this week on Anarchy Television. The Elite's Jagged Edge going one-on-one against wrestling's most dangerous weapon, Jeter. What a match.
Well, Jagged Edge had a disadvantage already because, you know, he's already had a match against 2 of the top teams here at Anarchy. The boot takes Jagged Edge to the canvas.
Jeter fresh, and you've got to think he's already, like you said, he's already had a disadvantage. He's already been through an elimination match that him and Iceberg won, but now he's got to go through a fresh 475-pound monster.
We talked about how big Iceberg is. Jeter's 120 pounds heavier.
Good Lord, he's probably 2 tag teams in the Young Lions division heavier than.
Yeah, now we've got Tommy Penarelli, Joey Reimer, and Supernatural.
The heavyweight division, I will say it once and I'll say it again, the heavyweight division here in Anarchy is one of the most impressive divisions I have ever seen in wrestling in this area.
Now we've got some of the best technical wrestlers like heavyweight champ B.J. Hancock, but we've also got monsters like Jeter, Iceberg, Judas.
7.
They come all shapes and sizes here at Anarchy. That's what I love about it. There's something for everybody here each and every week.
Well, check out Jeter. I thought he was fixing to take the head off the Jagged Edge, but Iceberg, what's he still doing out here?
Well, Jeff G. Bailey isn't here, so maybe he's taking on the manager role for the Elite.
He has been scarce here the past couple of weeks. I wonder where Jeff G. Bailey's at.
When Jeff G. Bailey's not around is when we really need to get nervous. That means he's plotting.
He definitely has to have something up his sleeve or in the making to not be here for several weeks now on Anarchy Television.
He has to know that Fright Night's right around the corner. We're just a few weeks away from that.
That's going to be a huge event. It always is here at Anarchy Wrestling. Here comes disqualification.
Yeah, that's going to be a DQ.
Your winner of the match as a result of a disqualification, wrestling's most dangerous weapon, Jeter!
Well, that didn't last too long. I don't think that Jagged Edge is even worried about winning the match. He just wanted to put punishment on Jeter.
Well, now Jagged Edge and Iceberg both know that the tag team titles are in their grasp.
They will have a
So
title
they
shot.
need to worry about that, maybe not so much about somebody like Jeter. That could be why Iceberg came in. He saw Jagged Edge at the disadvantage and was not going to see his partner and potential tag team championship partner get injured.
Well, Jeter is out on his feet. Check this out. Wait a minute, there's Azrael. Oh, as the roll comes in, there's Azrael. There's Judas coming to get some payback from earlier.
Maybe too little, too late after that cannonball in the corner by Iceberg. Judas going after Berg. Whips him into the ropes.
Bam, big boot.
And Iceberg tries to roll out of the ring and to the floor. The winner of our main event this week will be Jeter as a result of a disqualification. The Jagged Edge and Iceberg are the #1 contenders for the tag team titles. I got nothing left.
I have no idea. This has been a wild couple of weeks here for Anarchy.
Send us home, buddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next time. For my broadcast colleague, Brett Wolverton, I'm ring announcer Jonathan Feltner saying so long. We'll see you next time.